Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. All right, guys, so we are doing one last candling before we put our eggs on lockdown. I'm going to walk you through that. So I always candle to see if there is movement, which you can see in this egg. There is definitely movement. And you want the air cells to be high. That part right there, the light part, is the air cell. You want these tilted up. But I always want to make sure there's movement before I put these on lockdown to check for viability. So let me do another one here. Okay, I do see movement. You may not can see on the camera. There is movement inside the egg. The air cell is not as high as some of the other ones. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but he's definitely moving. Maybe if we can zoom out on the camera a little bit and get the camera closer. I'll get some more eggs. I got Mr. Homestead, y'all, helping me here. So, of course, he's going to be behind the camera and I'm going to be in front of it. So, he'd probably do better in front of it than me. These are all our silkies. Okay, this one has a very high air cell. See that right there? That means that this little chick will be one of your first to hatch. I want to see movement, though. And I do see a little movement in that egg. Yep, there he goes. See him there? That's not the camera, that's him. But you want to see that high air cell. That means he is ready. So I've had movement so far. This one's also pretty high. The air cell, they will peck through this. You'll notice a pip, okay, where they break through. See him moving? And that's where they'll get their first breath of air. We've got just a small run of silkies here and Cochin Bantams, and they've all been frizzled. A lot of times if you spin your egg, they'll move. See, he's just a moving right there. Okay, very good. The main thing is I don't want to put anybody on lockdown that, oh, look at him. He said, y'all, I am ready. And you'll also notice like a little dip. See that dip in that white line? That's nothing to be alarmed about. You'll see the veins. You'll see the chicks. But we don't want to put an unviable chick in on lockdown because we're going to walk you through that process. When you do lockdown, guys, you do not touch this incubator and you let it go. So, look at that one. Definitely see movement already. You don't want anything that's unviable in there because it can explode. That's how people end up with exploded eggs. Okay. On day 18, you put your eggs on lockdown. If you put your eggs in the incubator at night, you count the next night as day 1. And some of these, if you don't see movement, like that one made me a little nervous, spin your egg. Then you'll see that, okay? That's very important. Kind of turn your egg gently. Also, you stop turning your eggs this day. You're supposed to turn chicken eggs for 18 days at a minimum of 3 times a day. And we've been using an electric turner that turns them automatically. But lately, I have been hand turning mine and I've had great success. So, but you stop all of that day 18. Now he's worrying me a little bit. Has a very high air cell. Okay, I see movement in the very center, so we're gonna let it be. Sometimes you can turn your egg upside down on the candle, and this little chick may not make it, but I do see something internally that's moving, so we're gonna let it be. Take out our tray, and in our incubator we have tray 1, 2, 3, 4 for chickens. Normally you want to make sure tray 1 is filled. For lockdown you do tray 2. You want to increase the humidity to help them hatch. I'm using a turkey baster here, okay, and you will know how much water to add. Watch your humidity. Ours you want it 55 to 65%. And I know exactly how much to add to these trays to make it stay that way. It's okay if it drops a little bit, because when these chicks hatch, your humidity is going to go up and it's going to stay up. And that is a problem in the summertime where we live, because everything is so humid. So sometimes in the summer, I'll just do like 1 little dollop of water in that second one, let that be it, just to raise it up enough, because when these hatch, I'm telling you, there'll be moisture all in this incubator. It is a very humid environment. Okay, I think that's good. Now we're going to put our tray back, and just like that, I'm going to lay all my eggs down. You do not turn these. Again, do not turn them. I like to put the eggs where I can see through the window, because your pips are going to be back here at the back most of the time, okay? And if I have any writing on these, I like to turn it in one certain position. That way I'll know if they're moving. So you'll see the egg turn. You'll even hear a chick chirp. You'll hear it chirp inside the egg, and you'll know that it's okay, and you won't see one hatch. But the little pip, the little break in the egg, will be back here, and you'll see it. It's a great experiment, guys, and it's awesome to be able to continue to have your own supply of chickens on your homestead, because you can incubate your own. As long as you have a rooster, you'll be good. So what I'm going to do is put my lid on. We have this vent plug. Make sure that that's in. Your humidity will read low, okay, until the top gets on it and gets back adjusted. Check it in about an hour or 2. Make sure it's okay. If it's not, you can add a little bit more water to it right now, but you need to do it all within the next hour or 2 and get this thing settled. Don't turn these eggs, don't touch these eggs, and hopefully within a day or 2, you'll notice a pip. Takes 21 days on average to hatch baby chicks. Sometimes it's usually, well, for us, it's always been at least a day early. Sometimes it's been a little late, but once one hatches, they all start hatching. So in 3 days, we'll hopefully have some silkies. We'll see you guys next time on Harmon Homestead.